Welcome to the City of Bakersfield Planning Commission meeting. This television broadcast is made available through cooperation with the local cable companies, the County of Kern, and the City of Bakersfield. The Planning Commission meets on the first and third Thursdays of each month. You can watch the rebroadcast of this meeting Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. The planning meeting agenda is posted on the city's website at www.bakersfieldcity.us. Presiding over today's meeting, Chair Larry Coman.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to call to order the June 11, 2020 Planning Commission special meeting. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Coleman.
Here.
Commissioner Rudnick.
Here.
Commissioner Bell.
Here.
Commissioner Bowers.
Here.
Commissioner Cater.
Here.
Commissioner Lomas. Commissioner Wade.
Okay. Thank you. On March 4th, Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency in California due to the threat of COVID-19. The governor also passed several executive orders related to social distancing, shelter-at-home practices, and more. These orders also included the suspension of some components of the Brown Act related to public meetings like this one. As such, Commissioner Lomas was planning to participate from home or from her office by phone. So far, we don't have her on the phone yet, but if she joins us, we'll add her in. The Planning Commission votes tonight will be conducted by roll call. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for attending the Planning Commission special meeting. This commission provides an opportunity for public participation in the development process throughout the city of Bakersfield. The Planning Commission considers a wide variety of projects, including subdivision maps, zone changes, general plan amendments, and more. When applications are received, the City Planning Division analyzes the requests. Planning staff will present the facts about the project along with their recommendation to the Planning Commission, who will approve them or make a recommendation as appropriate. Our goal is to carefully consider each project and make a decision that will balance individual rights with public welfare and the general well-being of the community. We will now receive public statements. This is the time reserved for anyone wishing to address the Commission on any matter not on the public hearing portion of the agenda. If you are here on items 5A through 5C, this is not the time to speak. A public comment was received on June 10th, 2020 regarding police funding. The comment has been provided to the Commission and has been made available to the public and made part of the record for today's meeting. Does anyone in the audience wish to address the Commission? If so, please come forward and state your name. Okay, we'll now move on to the consent calendar non-public hearing items. These agenda items typically involve housekeeping or administrative matters that do not require a public hearing. Does any commissioner wish to remove a consent calendar non-public hearing item for separate consideration? All right, so they may have a motion to adopt staff recommendation on the consent calendar non-public hearing items.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Who was that? Mr. Bowers? Commissioner Bowers, second. Commissioner Cater made the motion. Madam Clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Commissioner Coleman,
Yes.
Commissioner Rudnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowers,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater.
Yes.
Motion passes with Commissioner Lomas and Wade absent.
Thank you. We will now move on to the consent calendar public hearing items. This section includes public hearing items that are considered routine or non-controversial. These items have been reviewed by staff and are conditioned in accordance with the requirements of the municipal code. Planning Director will read the items on the consent calendar to ensure that the public has an understanding of the items to be considered. If you would like to speak on an item, please come forward after the items are read and ask that the items be removed for discussion. If the item is not removed by a member of the public or a commissioner, the commission will vote on all items in one motion without further comment. Mr. Johnson, will you please read the agenda items?
Thank you, Chair Coleman. Good afternoon, Commissioners, members of the public. There are 3 items on the consent agenda that are displayed on the screen. The first item is an extension of time for vesting tentative track map 7296, located on the south side of Olive Drive, east of Santa Fe Way. The map consists of 87 single-family lots, with the drilling site on approximately 20 acres. The second item is also an extension of time. This one is for vesting tentative track map 7317, located at the southwest corner of Stockdale Highway and the future West Beltway alignment. This map consists of 357 single-family residential lots on just over 125 acres. The last item on the consent agenda is tentative parcel map 12334, located on the northeast corner of Palladino Drive and Masterson Street. And in this case, staff is recommending consideration of this map be continued to your commission's regularly scheduled meeting of August 6th, 2020. This concludes the reading of the consent agenda items.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. At this time, I will open all of the consent calendar public hearing items. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak on a consent calendar public hearing item? Again, this is not the time to take testimony, just to have it pulled off the consent calendar.
Commissioner Coleman?
Yes.
I don't see the request to speak button, but
Oh,
I'd just like to make note that I will not be voting on item 5B as a conflict of interest due to source of income.
thank you, Commissioner Cater. Seeing no public wishing to speak, does any commissioner wish to remove a consent calendar public hearing item for other consideration? Seeing none, at this time, all the public hearings on all the consent calendar and public hearing items not removed are now closed. May I get a motion to adopt staff recommendation on the consent calendar public hearing items?
I make a motion to accept consent calendar public hearing items A through C as staff recommends.
I'll second the motion.
It's made by Commissioner Bell and seconded by Commissioner Bowers. Madam Clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Commissioner Coleman,
Yes.
Commissioner Rudnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowers,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater,
Yes. With not voting on item 5B.
motion passes with Commissioner Lomas and Wade absent.
I think that brings us to communications.
Yes, I would like to thank the commission for coming out for this special meeting during the lunch hour. We do have another meeting scheduled for next Thursday, regular time, 5:30 p.m. The agenda and supporting documents will be available to your commission and the public tomorrow afternoon.
All right, thank you. Any commissioners have any commissioner comments? See no commissioner comments? I think we're up to adjournment, so I call the meeting adjourned. Thank you.